Your girl is my bitch, she stay on my hip, stick to me like glue. We fucked to the scissors, she love when it's in her, she not gonna snooze. I'm coming too fast, I'm on the half tab, that's not an excuse.
Welcome to MTV Cribs. In our Bali big scalar villa. Come in, motherfuckers. You own kind of the world as a map.
Yeah. That's the thing, not everyone's gonna have it, so.
That'll be always great too. So you need to set up. You can actually lock in the house. In Bali, you can get a guy for everything, you know? Thank you, bro. We just came to Bali. And as you guys saw, I made some clips on my little camera, but now it looks way better. And that's because we have the editor in real life with us. He's not fake. He's not an AI. He's actually a real guy, and he looks like an Italian painter. What else do you want your videographer, filmmaker to look like? So, we've just been working here. Over here has been making a lot of content today and stuff. Over there is making some creatives and some emails. I'm just yapping and clapping like always. And Kayo has been making some sick clips. This is what the journey will look like on the long term. It's pretty sick, I think. It's kind of my vision from when I started, that at some point it could be pretty cool and look cool and actually like document everything. And that's probably what we'll do with the new brand, like document it from scratch, from start in this way. Because then it's a little bit more wider, relevant, and it will probably blow up, and the new brand will be relevant for the viewers. You can buy as a viewer, so then it makes sense to become a real YouTuber. And it's also just cool, I think, to like document your shit in like a cool way like this. When you're not a real YouTuber yourself, like me, I'm a horrible fucking YouTuber. So we need someone like my Italian painter behind the camera. All right, enough yapping. We're gonna now do a villa tour of the fucking Bali content house, I guess. Big ass pool, master bedroom, inside master bedroom, big ass bed, living room, Japanese carpers, snapping turtle, the weaponized autism work table, viral content, emails and creatives, filmmaker, the dungeon bedroom, smells like shit, aesthetic stairs, bedroom 3, bedroom 4, big ass ceiling, roof. Go Jack. Well, that is really nice.
Yeah. She makes them like very fast cat, super engaging, nice clips.
That's it. Like a repost or post it on TikTok. Or we can tell her you only have to record raw footage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But what do you think?
By giving her the option.
Just give her an option to choose. Like we can let her choose, I edit myself and you get X amount, or you only have to record raw footage and you get a little bit less amount. They have fucking cold brews in Bali these days. How sick is that? And they're huge as well. I need my skill brews anywhere I go.
Yeah.
How sick is this? Also, I got this fucking gay ass whoop band. I've been getting autistic about my sleep, so I'm trying to measure it and I use it for the alarm. I don't even think it tracked my sleep last night, so I have to figure out how it works. But now you might see me as a real entrepreneur walk around Bali in our villa. How sick is that? Yeah. See, I booked this amazing villa for the guys. Real guru lifestyle, because we're filming a lot of content for our new course. So of course it needs to look good. And it has a jump.
Oh, it's pretty shallow. I don't know if you can jump that.
Power went out. We were at this way too fancy, overpriced gym. It's cool though. A lot of Russian girls if you're into that. And then the power just cut. And now we're in the house with no power. But somebody's playing music.
Yeah, how are we playing music?
Who's playing music?
I got a speaker.
Dude, great vibe. It's actually been a good vibe this year in Bali. I was always very stressed when I came here. You can go back to my videos, but this year I'm way more chill. This would stress me out back in the day.
Why?
Like 2 years ago. I don't know, I was just so intrinsically stressed that I could not handle these, like, if this would happen like 2 years ago, it would like freak me out, you know? But I'm a bit more like zen now, less stressed out, got my shit a little bit more together. Another coffee, guy? We need more cold brews.
Let's go. Tristan is getting all of us on the cold brews.
I've already transformed Kaio.
He's already got me on the cold brews.
My skill brew is already done, so we need a new one because otherwise I cannot skill.
3 scale brews on the way.
Yeah, you're already naming them right. Getting into the Ecom live. My Gojek is also on the way with my boxers. Say goodbye.
Yeah.
They come in a cotton bag every time.
Yeah. What's the desk for?
Just put it in my room. I have meetings. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, boss.
You can try first.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. She's super hungover.
How many beers do you have? 30. I don't even want to drink, but you just keep giving me drinks. Give me a shot.
Sounds like abuse.
Yeah. Like, I have no choice in making me.
For the channel, it's important that it becomes a collaboration, that he has like skin in the game in. So it's not like a relationship between an editor that you hire and the YouTuber. Like I want it to be a team thing. It's your brother.
Oh shit, it's
Wait, turn the camera around. Long lost brother. We'll have 8 or so.
For sure.
Nobody actually cares that much. Like, actually at all. It's all in your own head. Even the talking clips will look high quality now. Because there's a big ass camera recording me. Still the same vibe with the microphone. So, 2 things I was thinking about coming to Bali. I was looking forward to a change of environment, and I was in Cape Town for about 4.5 months, something like this. And I was really looking forward to go to a new place. I think it helps me a lot with, you know, breaking up the routine. And I was talking to these girls today about Bali. I think you should really come here with having intent. And that sounds super hippie. It's very on brand. But come here with intent, do the thing that you have to do, and yeah, be intentionful, because people kind of get stuck here and kind of lose the, wait, what did I come here for in the first place? So I think that's something to keep in mind when coming in Bali, because it's a very easy place to like get stuck in. You know what's a cool B-roll shot to add in between, like, add the fucking empty cold brews.
The what?
Empty cold brews.
Yeah.
Like just like a close up. It's or my brand. He's basically saying you're retarded.
Yeah, but it's I can decide the opposite way. That's the thing.
I think we should just try to sell the larger capacity as like a 30-day one.
Yeah.
And we just eat a like little margin loss.
So you're worried about creators for us in this case, like videos for us.
Well,
Because I think for organic, like
I know for organic, but we're on a scale big brand.
Because I'm doing so many like different angles and testing so many different pages, and it's a bit chaotic. Like it's hard to know.
So maybe it's better to come with like a solid plan. Like, first of all, I would stick with one page if you don't know what's working. Like,
Yeah.
just stick with a product page. And if you have different angles, it's like a different product page for each angle. And then just test different ads. Test a bunch of images and a bunch of videos in like a month. But these must be more than like one video a week, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually need to do some different swings. If you have a good product, you scale it. Since we started working and since we started making content, he was like the first one that was going viral with our products. We're trying to find ways to make this scalable. Like basically, how can we have 50 accounts run like running the account? And I think now we have found a way, because we trained a Filipino editor to use clips of creators, and she is outperforming all creators basically in like 10 videos. And now we're thinking, why don't we just hire 5 of them, have each of them produce like 10 videos a day? That's 50 individual accounts. We just need a lot of reposters.
Yeah.
50 accounts posting every day. That's organic skill,
50
right?
videos coming out per day.
50 videos, unique concepts. And then the girls that we work with, all the TikTok creators, the only thing they have to do is create raw footage, which is way better because that's way lower commitment. They don't actually have to do a lot. They just need to record blah 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 blah, and the Filipinos do the rest, and the reposters post it. Everybody has super clear things to do, and it makes the whole system way more scalable. Organic accounts pumping. We track them all through Social Snowball. Link in the description. My boy software. You can actually see what's going on, how much revenue each account is generating. We've already had quite some like vibes now, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is even more vibes before we get into the talking.
Mm-hmm.
But this part here is exactly this part here. So we can go from the talking and then start right there. So then it's the closing of the clip and then it goes into the family B-roll or like goes into the... Just keep it exactly the same.
First day.
Must eat. We didn't leave the house. We only worked today. So now we're getting food. What do you do?
I just went to Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So you say you didn't work. I bring you here in a villa. I pay for it.
Yeah.
You don't work.
I think is the one that works the most. Today was the first time I saw
Take
him
out the
leave.
camera when you go out.
Yesterday it's full, today it's closed. So this is the chaos of traveling. Not knowing what the fuck's going on. Since when is this closed?
Yeah,
It's never closed.
We drove so far past it because we were looking for the big inflatable thing.
Yeah. You wrote this down? What a
What?
good civilian.
What, am I meant to write my name?
No, you did.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to?
I don't know, but you're a good civilian.
Why?
Follow the rules. I actually love these photos that he's making. Does it look real to you?
Yeah, they look great.
That Japan one looks so sick.
If you want, I can make you some real photos in Japan. Yeah.
When are you doing
You just have to buy a flight.
Yeah.
No, no worries. I can go.
Okay.
I can go to Japan. You know, into the country.
I go with you. Yeah.
Like this week, perfect.
We need to make a journey playlist. So, we're doing some product research for and I don't know, I don't share a lot of ecom nerd shit, but I guess now we're here I can share some things. We've been doing product research for about the past 2 months or so, and we look in many different places, so basically anywhere you could get inspiration, like Twitter, TikTok shop, TikTok videos, Facebook ads, like anywhere basically. But now recently where is it? Kello Data? It's like this TikTok shop tool, and you can basically see all of the information about different TikTok shop listings, how much sales they do, etc. And the point here is not, which maybe you would think as a dropship first mindset, to rip some shit from here and run with it and run with stolen content, etc. The point is to get inspiration to see what products work and maybe find inspiration for this product works and I have this idea for it. I can iterate this on it, make it a little bit better, and then build a brand around that. Because again, I've been talking a lot about it in the past few videos, but product is the foundation. So you start by finding a good product. And that product is, for example, in the women's beauty niche. So then you make a brand around women's beauty, and then over time you expand with products in that niche. That is how you start a brand. Like, you start product first, in my opinion. So that's what we've been doing for the past few weeks or months. We've been looking at products. We found a few. The one that we think has most potential, we're ordering samples from now. We're improving the product. We're doing it in a way that nobody else is doing yet. It's actually cool. He runs all of the content for Exchange Live, and he's also the first guy that I'm doing, like, I guess, a business together with, like a very small way. It's his thing. It's just me with a small percentage, but that was the idea of the channel. One of the main things I put in the description is to invest in the community schools IDs. there's a few that I would want to work with, but because picking out the right ones is, I think, gonna be super valuable in the long term and also just meaningful because yeah, it just is very productive. So that is the thing I'm doing in between Exchange Live and a new brand. So I'm helping him with his thing, minimally, but that creates some more leverage while I start my new brand. And I think it's just cool because it will show if I actually know a bit more about Ecom now or not. By applying all the learnings and seeing how fast we can scale him up.
Yeah, we think that the pop mark is the best product on the market right now.
Yeah, right now there's this trend going on, which is this Labubu thing. It's fucking crazy. It's this plushie. Look, this did 5 million. When?
In the past 30 days.
5.5 million in the past 30 days.
Only on TikTok Shop. Like I think they're on Amazon.
I don't.
Retail. Like,
this is only TikTok Shop. I don't think you're thinking big enough. It's fucking plushie.
yeah.
You don't think I'm a weirdo yet? You.
No, why?
Because now you're seeing me in real life. Instead of just getting raw footage, you can see the full real life Tristan experience. It's not much different than the videos.
No, it's the same.
Nice. That's good to hear. I think it's starting to rain.
Book that cause the brain Cornell. Poolside D&D no sale. The sunset looks so pastel. The honey packs for a little stamina.
That's it. I don't know now if I should look at you or look at the camera. We haven't worked for about 3 days straight.
No work has been done.
That's what happens when you go to Bali.
Not a single hour of work has been accomplished.
I had a comment one day, some guy saying, I don't think you work enough. I
Exactly.
only see what we record, which is usually not when we're working, you know? Kind of a logical outcome. I need to record more B-roll of me working so it seems like I'm working it. This update content.
That's true.
And she's like making the viral.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna eat.
Round 3 of Meat Emporium, because it has been closed twice. One time the power cut. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. Like, I've never seen that place closed. So we'll go again.
Third, what is it? Third
time's
time.
a charm.
Third time's a charm. And what if it's closed? What are we gonna do?
Probably kill myself.
I'm so surprised none of you's got a scoop.
I actually like just jumping on a bag.
It's too slow.
Yeah. But we do arrive at like the same time. Third time's a charm. It's open. My guy just told me he never had steak before. I'm really showing my guys the world. Have you ever tried cooking steak?
Give me a steak.
Tried cooking steak?
No.
Never. You never thought let me try it. You said yesterday you got mad at him for missing the call, so. Alright, thank you for making the videos, they're really good. Keep it up. Bye. Alright, this was the first video in Bali with someone with me to record everything. This is what the journey will look like long term, what I envisioned it to be from the start, and I think it's just very cool, like I talked about in the last Cape Town vlog, to see the progression. And yeah, this is actually the real start of being a YouTuber, I guess, and this is only the start because we will keep iterating from here. When we start a new brand, we will go all in on content like this because, again, then growing the YouTube makes sense because I will do a product that is relevant for the audience. But this was already a test, and I think it turned out great. It's been really nice here with the team. There's a few guys missing. By now, I've hired like 2 or 3 more young guys through the journey, and they all work part-time, like I talked about, 1-2 days depending. So it might seem bigger than it is, but it's still very cool because having some separate people on individual verticals, it just works very well for me right now, and I think it's a good balance.
I already went into that, but having them together here has even been better because, yeah, there's just good ideas that come up. You build a better relationship. You motivate the guys, and we'll also attract more guys, more young killers to work with us through seeing these videos, because we will create such a cool community of, and culture, I guess, in a way, and even more so for the new brand. But this is already the start of that, and some of them will keep coming or come with me with the new brand as well, perhaps, or whatever. We'll find a new way to collaborate. So it's just a very good way to build relationships that are all long term. I think it's important to think long term, and these things really help with that. It's also a bit of a full circle moment because this video is day 999, which is almost like a sign, right? Like that number is a very strange number. Like I try to look at signs. I'm not very religious or anything, or actually I haven't thought about it to conclude it, thought about it enough. But I do try to look at signs, and day 999 is kind of a full circle moment because if you go back to day one, I started these videos when I quit my job and I left to Bali to try to meet people because I was completely alone. I didn't make any money and I wanted to meet people. And then I came to Bali, and these guys here now are for the first time meeting people in this circle, in this space, and really starting that part of their journey as well, I guess. So it's a bit of a full circle moment. So that is great. If you're wondering in general why I make these videos, I think it's interesting as well to talk about, because I think this video might do quite well. So just for some clarification, you can go into the description for more clarity. But the three main goals of the channel is, one, to leave a meaningful impact on your journey, of course. But that has a deeper meaning because you can watch my whole journey. So people always say this, but I think it's actually the case in this case. To do events or create a community of like-minded people, and I'm not sure yet how that will manifest, but I will at some point, probably something physical, like I'm not sure yet. But the third one is to invest in the community school IDs, and over there is the first one I'm doing that with. So we're starting a new brand together. I only have a very small percentage, and I help him with going into the right direction, so he does all of the work. But that's actually, I think, a good additional thing for me to build more leverage in, my entrepreneurship journey until I start the new brand, so I don't only fully rely on one. So also an interesting test to see if I've actually learned, and I'm a high-level operator now that has learned to love to do it from zero again, because I'm, steering him into the right direction and basically utilizing all of the learnings that I've had so far in my journey. Everything that I went wrong or that I did wrong, he can learn from and do different from the start. So we did a bunch of product research for the past 3 months, and we now found one product that we're going to go actually test and sample, and that is going well. So that is actually really cool to see. This is, by the way, something that I've talked about already before, but I think this is what will generate, if you want to put it like that, the most, I guess, money from my personal content, and not selling a course. Like, I never want to take anything from the audience. I want to somehow give and then in return get something. Where in this case, I can give my information and make his journey go quicker while getting a small percentage of the business, for example. And you monetize basically the way you make content in a different way. And I think it's maybe not the first way you think about, or maybe more indirect, but I think it's actually way more effective. So I will never sell something or anything like that. I think I will do it like this. That has been an idea of the content. I will meet a lot of young killers through here. There's a lot of people that are watching me, and that will only grow with the growth of the channel. So I think a lot of opportunities will come my way because of that. And I think that's where the money returns will be, even though that's not what it's about. Just interesting maybe for you to think about. So yeah, those are the last things that I wanted to talk about before signing off today. So we also had some value in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next week, another Bali vlog. Let me know in the comments if you learned something. Make sure to check out my friends Alex community if you want to learn more in-depth ecom strategies and become a big scaler. And also check out Alia. Use full screen pop-ups if you already have a brand. You're missing out if you don't. My sign-up rate is about 19%. if you don't use full screen pop-up, you're just leaving money on the table. Do it. Check them out. Link in the description. And I'll see you guys next week.